You can find yourself in Christ, not the religious Christ, but Christ, the presence of spirit throughout the cosmos. You can find yourself there. You are always there, always accessible to yourself as a human being, to touch and know and allow to come into yourself, bringing wholesomeness, reasonableness. So often people are in endless cycles of looking for themselves in the world in which they live and from other people. And then what is that accompanied with? Constant disappointment. Yes, right? Constant disappointment, because nobody else can give it to you. They're always going to disappoint you if that's what you're expecting of them. So constant disappointment and constant distraction from the download. I often think here at sunrise of the expression, it's an old expression. You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Like somebody can come to Sunrise Ranch or go any place, to Tibet or wherever. Somebody can go someplace where they could have an experience, but that doesn't necessarily mean they will have the experience. You can't make that person drink. We have to drink. And we don't drink if we're distracted by everything that's happening around. You know, it's the expectation, demand, followed by disappointment. Like, how long is that going to go on for a person or for the world, right? No, we don't find ourselves there. We find ourselves in the cosmic Christ. We find ourselves and we know ourselves. And then we have a chance to, without reservation, without hesitation, without any precondition, without expectation, we have the chance to express ourselves powerfully in the world. That's what's happening in creation anyway, yes? Like around the world, there's a powerful force of creation. We can see that the sun's burning hot today, and everything else is going on in the natural world. Supposed to have hail later today. But then it's happening in the human world kind of randomly, erratically, because the download hasn't happened. So you have all these powers of creation, all these forces of creation moving erratically in human culture. That's a good idea, right? Now, they're supposed to be moving powerfully, but through people who are centered, people who have found themselves, people who are conscious. And then we have something powerful to bring individually. And because we're having this experience, to do so harmoniously, together, in harmony, powerfully in harmony together. And then we have a chance to share that experience, share that co-creatorship with each other and the forces of creation that are within us. That's the joy of being in community. Why else? We do have good social events at Sunrise Ranch, but I don't know that any of us are here for those things per se. No, there's a deeper experience of co-creation, of our creatorship that we have to share with other people who are knowing that themselves. And then we have the vigor, the enjoyment of bringing that into the world together, doing something that we know is great, is majestic, beautiful. We have the chance to express something that is beautiful and that has meaning. It has meaning because it's an expression of being. It's an expression of the power of love that's within us, and therefore it has meaning, it has purpose. And it also has impact. It reverberates in the larger world in which we live. And so now the powers of creation aren't just rattling off the walls of human consciousness, right? Isn't that a way of describing what we see? There are all these powers of creativity, but expressing themselves erratically in human culture, bouncing off the walls. Now they're coming through in a conscious, coherent way through at least some people. So what would that experience that we're having have to be so compelling, so coherent, so inviting, that it did invite others to be a part of it, so that it started, if you will, a movement? What would the quality of that have to be? How profoundly would we have to know that for ourselves? How clear and bright and shining would it have to be between us? How lucid, how loving, how forgiving, how brilliant. So brilliant that someone halfway around the world would wake up one morning and just be aware there is something on this planet that I want to be a part of. I don't know where it is. I don't know in whom it is, but I can feel it. I can feel it in the air, and I will find it. Anybody have that experience yourself? Yeah, I remember for me, it was driving me crazy. It was driving me crazy because I wanted it. I didn't know how to get it, but I could feel it. I could feel it. I think I felt Sunrise Ranch. I felt Sunrise Ranch, and especially not just the ranch itself, but the people here. And I knew that what the world was offering was not that. And I didn't want it. I wanted that. And I was looking for it. And when I finally met people who were knowing that, it was like, there it is. That's what I've been looking for. That's what I've been looking for. So, in the spirit of giving back and paying it forward, in the spirit of reciprocity, I want to be that for somebody. I want to be that for the world. I want us to be that for the world. It was given to me. I want to be that for others. And hard job, right? Oh, you're going to have to experience the depths of love and beauty and truthfulness and clarity together. Hard job. So how brilliant, how clear does it have to be for us to fulfill the reason why we're here, to receive the download ourselves and to make that download available, or at least obvious, apparent to others. Ultimately, they don't get the download from us. They get the download from within themselves, just like we have the opportunity of doing. So what I say is, let's not settle for anything less than that. Let's do that. And let's do it with vigor, with vigor and enthusiasm.